I'm sure no need of mentioning them because you have both the study material and you finished your class. But keeping aside the general discussion, let's give a mathematical expression that's important, in which the variables involved have only non-negative. This is important. The variables involved have only non-negative integral powers. Such expression in which every variable present has a non-negative integral power is called a polynomial. So if I can write 7x plus 5y square minus 3x into y plus 2. That's a polynomial. What are the variables present? X is present, power is 1, which is positive. Y is present, variable, square, power is 2, positive. Here both the variables x and y are present. Both the powers are 1 and 1. So the combined power is 2, positive. 2 variable is not present. So I write variable is present with the power 0. So power is 0, which is also non-negative. Therefore, every power present here with whichever the variable present, the total term is, total expression is a polynomial. Now, when I'm talking particularly about this term, I have seen individual power 1 and 1 and the combined power is 2 and therefore positive. Now, my question is 7x plus 5y square minus 3x to the power of half y to the power of 3 by 2 plus 2. My question is this a polynomial? I'll tell you why I ask. The first term has a power 1. The power is 1, positive. Second term has only one variable y. Power is 2, positive. X has a power half. Another variable is also present. Y has a power 2. So the combined terms power is 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2, that is 4 by 2, that is 2, which is positive. There is no x term, so I'll assume there is x power 0. Power is 0, positive, in fact non-negative. So every term here has a positive power. So is the second case, that is B, I'll call it B, and this is expression A. A is a polynomial confirmed. Is B a polynomial?
Because two like terms when multiplied, so then their powers are added. Like x and x, so 1 upon 2 plus 3.
Nice. I understood what you are saying. This is only to calculate the combined power. So while determining the degree, when I come across, I'll explain you. I'll get back to you. I'm not adding them. I'm looking at the combined power of the term. For 3 x to the power of half, y to the power of 3 by 2. That's a single term, right? Multiplied only. One variable, one constant and two variables are multiplied. So this is a term. My question is, what is the power of the term? Is 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 only. See, what I'm talking is x square into y cube. What is power of this term, whole term? 2 x variables, 3 y variables. So total number of variables in that term is 5.
Yes, sir. But the variable will be 1 by 2 only, no?
For variable, the power should be non-negative. Not the term should have a positive power. The importance is this word. It should be the variable which should have a non-negative integral power. Not the term should have a non-negative power. If the word would have been an algebraic expression in which the terms involved would have a non-negative integral power, then this would have been a polynomial. But it's not the term. It is the individual variable, x as an individual variable, y as an individual variable should be having non-negative integral powers. Then only it will be called as a polynomial. Is the idea clear to all four of you? And each word of the definition is important. That's why I'm considering so many examples.
Sir, so B will be a polynomial.
B will not be a polynomial because variable x has no positive integral power. It has a rational power. Variable y has a rational power. But the term has an integral power. In the first line when I'm writing, there are powers of variables. When I'm writing this 2, this is the power of a term, not of variable. These are the powers of variables. And the condition is variables should have integral powers, not the term.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Bhumika trying to say something?
Sir, can you please explain again, sir? Because I'm not able to figure out, sir. How did you do
Yeah,
it?
I'll get that. See, I'm considering two examples. One is 7x cubed minus 4x square plus 3x y square minus 2. That is an expression, right? A combination of four terms. I'm writing, for both the examples, I'll write two things. One is power of variables and power of term. Now you'll understand clearly. For this, tell me what are the powers of variables. 3 for the first term, 2 for the second term. For this, it is 1 and 2. And for the last term, it is 0 because there is no variable in it. So I'll treat as if there is an x power 0 present. Is this idea clear? They are the powers of variables, but they are not the powers of term. For this first term, the power is 3, which is same as power of variable. For the second, the power of the term is also 2 because only one variable. But for the third term, the power is 3, 1 plus 2. Again, for the last, it is 0 only. Is this difference clear? Power of the variable and power of the term. Is this clear? Bhumika?
Yes, sir.
Now I'll consider the same another example. I'll keep the remaining terms as it is. 7x cubed, 4x square minus 2 into x to the power of half into y to the power of minus 3 by 2 minus 4. This is another expression. This is an expression, no doubt. Tell me what are the powers of variables. 3 for the first, 2 for the second, and for the third it's going to be half and minus 3 by 2. And for the last, because there is no variable, the power is 0. These are the powers of variables. Tell me what are the powers of terms. First term, only one variable, power remains to be, term also remains to be 3. For the second, power of the term remains to be 2. For the third, power is 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2. That is minus 1. For the last, it is 0. Is this clear now, Bhumika?
Yes, sir.
Now, 3x cubed minus 4x square into y cubed plus x to the power of half into y to the power of 5 by 2 plus y to the power of 4. These are the terms. Again, this is an expression. Tell me what are powers of variables in this. 3. Here it is 2 and 3. Here it is half and 5 by 2. Here it is 4. What are powers of the terms? Only one term, so it is 3. Here it is 2 and 3. Combination is 5. Half and 5 by 2. Sum is 6 by 2, that is 3. This is only one term, so power is 4. Now I wrote 3 examples on board. One is C, this is B, this is A. Now observe, Bhumika. A is a polynomial. My question is B a polynomial? Bhumika, is it a polynomial B?
No, sir.
It's not a polynomial.
No, sir, it's not a polynomial. Because, sir, one term is coming, sir, in minus, sir. The power is in minus.
Which? Power of the variable or power of the term? Because both are having negative.
The term.
Power of the term is coming negative. Now my question is important. C. Is C a polynomial?
Sir, C is a polynomial.
C is a polynomial.
Yes,
Because
sir.
no negative power is coming. Arnav, do you
Yes,
agree with
sir.
Bhumika?
No, sir.
Bhumika says B is not a polynomial because there is -1 as a power, but C is a polynomial because all power of the terms are all positive. Do you agree with her?
No, sir.
Why C is not a polynomial?
Sir, C and B both are not polynomials because, sir, the power of terms is, sir, positive, or in B, sir, it is -1, and in C, it's 3. Sir, but
Right.
in a polynomial, it is written that variables. Sir, in
Bhumika, is the idea clear now to you?
sir, so we consider the variable when describing a polynomial.
For a polynomial, the condition that non-negative powers are needed is not for the term, it should be for the variables. So B is also not a polynomial, not because -1. It is because of this value. C is also not a polynomial, not because of 3, because of these powers. The condition that is required is for power of variables, but not on power of the term. Bhumika, is your concept clear now?
Yes, sir, now I got it.
It should not be for the whole term. It should be only for each variable. Each of the individual variables should have non-negative integral powers. So these are the simple places where we lose objective questions. And losing an objective question is not that you lose, instead of getting 1 mark, you will get 0 mark. Instead of getting 1 mark, you will get -1 mark. Instead of getting 4 marks, you will get -1 mark. So the effective loss becomes 5. Here we should be very careful. And there's nothing maths in this. As I told you in the beginning of the chapter, there's nothing maths in this. What we are missing is fundamental definitions and actual ideas between the term and a variable, idea between them. Right? Should we proceed? Power of the variable in a polynomial should be non-negative and it should be a whole number. It cannot be a fraction. Just another wording for non-negative integral. Integral is nothing but whole number only. Non-negative whole number means it can be 0 and it should be any integer which is above 0. That is positive integers including 0. See, there are two ways of saying non-negative integral